There is no other game in this world like Arma 3. Many of us have had games that become home. Think about the game that you can load up and just turn your brain off, enjoying all of its complexity while knowing enough about it to find solace in the mundane. How many times have you opened up the editor on a favorite map and just wandered around, looking at all the beautiful places the game world is hiding away? How many times have you opened this editor sandbox and dumped in your new toys, setting them on each other and just watching the chaos unfold? Maybe you even think about joining in. Arma 3 launched way back in 2013, and I didn't really pick it up until 2014. I downloaded some mods for it and realized that it was a punishingly difficult shooter just like its previous iterations, but with the added jank that it was known for at the time, and hasn't really escaped. Not to mention, the AI knew everything about you even if you didn't, and they were adept at doming you from a mountaintop over while giving your girlfriend the best night of her life. The AI was just straight disrespectful, if I'm being honest. Fast forward to February 2016 and the 3D editor update drops, and what I didn't realize at the time was just how deep Arma 3 was about to sink its teeth into me and never let go. We went from a top-down 2D map read while building your missions to a full-fledged 3D world where you can manipulate everything you wanted in the game world the exact way you wanted it to be. If you weren't playing the Arma games before Eden was around, I don't think you quite understand just how monumentally impactful the inclusion of this 3D editor was. It wasn't until I started diving into the modules and learning how to manipulate the game to do what I wanted it to do that I realized instead of creating chaos, I was starting to create experiences. Once you're done and everything is finalized, you can upload your creation directly to the Steam Workshop for everyone to enjoy. This was a streamlined creation process I had not experienced in any other game before, and I was blown away. But it's not just the editor that keeps me coming back, even though that's where I spend about 90% of my time these days. The campaign and single-player showcase missions are skipped by a lot of the player base for some reason or another, and I personally think people that do that are robbing themselves of one of the best single-player experiences, and it honestly has a lot of replayability, allowing you to tackle engagements or objectives in multiple ways. Not many single-player campaigns let you do this, and with a little mod help, you can even activate Zeus Arsenal in-game and really make your own fun in a campaign that's otherwise on rails, but still allows you the freedom of choice, so as long as you're not deleting waypoints and triggers and messing up the scenario. True player agency is a freedom that many gamers seldom get to experience. Arma 3 is quite possibly the complete package when it comes to true player agency. If you've ever thought about getting this game, but it seemed like too much to learn or had too steep of a learning curve, I promise you that for the cost of a Starbucks drink, you can buy a game that will give you thousands of hours of entertainment. You find me a game that gives you that kind of return on investment, I'll sit right here and wait, dude. Go ahead and find it. I've seen many comments on my videos that say they don't have the game, but they enjoy watching it. And when I ask them why they don't want to play it, they say it's too much game to learn. My friends, I can promise you, you can play this game and learn it. Start the tutorials and the prologue campaign missions, and it will teach you everything you need to know about getting started. The rest you can honestly teach yourself at your own pace and on your own time. Not only is there in-game help, there's tens of thousands of hours of YouTube tutorials out there on how to do things. And there's even new player-friendly Discord communities that welcome all the questions. If fear of the unknown is stopping you, please don't let it. Arma 3 is without question one of the most impactful games I have ever played. No matter if I'm loading up with a few squad mates and taking on some AI, or if I'm hopping into a multiplayer session with a buddy to just fly around and vibe out, enjoying this beautiful game world and all the toys the Steam Workshop provides us, every time I get on, it is an experience to remember. Which leads me to another huge draw, and where a lot of people spend their time: multiplayer. Arma 3 is incredible when you play by yourself, but my god, if you load up in a multiplayer session with just 1 to 5 buddies, I promise you, as I live and breathe, it will be one of the most fun, most immersive, and most enjoyable times you've had playing a tactical shooter ever. Especially if one of them has Zeus and can drop down tanks, vehicles, and enemies to take down.
Oh fuck.
You could build a scenario on the fly, or you can turn the world into your own chaos theme park. It's really up to you. Load up with a buddy in a tank, place a gauntlet of enemies down, and just see how long you guys can last. Or load up with 10, 20, or 30 people in public servers and experience the full spectrum warfare this game became famous for. Here's the thing, I know you guys will see this video and think I'm shilling for Bohemia Interactive and I'm probably getting paid to say all this to just boost sales or something. And you couldn't be further from the truth. Bohemia Interactive could make $10 million from you guys watching this and buying the game, and I would not make a single penny. The truth is, I love this game. I love the memories and experiences I've shared with others. I love the immersion I've embraced while playing the campaigns and custom-made scenarios of this wonderful community. I love the beautiful landscapes, the vistas you can just happen upon, and I particularly love the calm and quiet just walking through this game world. I love seeing the trees fly by while I'm flying nap of the earth, about to drop off a chock full of assault troops. I love watching the beautiful aqua blue water scream by as I'm going 500 knots in an F-16. I love the visceral chaos and confusion of a firefight, bringing your weapons to bear and unleashing an unrelenting fury of overwhelming firepower on an enemy who thought they had the drop on you. I love the shared experiences of working together as a team to employ some of these incredible mods as they would actually be employed in a real-world combat scenario. And I love seeing how just a few guys working together can completely turn the tide of a battle. The fact is, you owe it to yourself to experience Arma 3. You owe it to yourself to experience one of the best military sandbox shooters ever made. And I decided many years ago that I would make it my personal mission to showcase the beauty and immersion this incredible game has to offer with my YouTube channel. Not just because the game still looks like $1 million after 12 years, not just because it's one of the most immersive games ever made by human hands, but because this community has some of the most talented and creative minds working 24/7 to bring you new and exciting experiences with new mods, new videos, and new tutorials, and everything in between. And they do it all for free. You get all of this for the cost of a Starbucks drink. Or better yet, grab Arma 3 on one of the many Steam sales throughout the year. You can get a bundle for as much as 75% off and more. It's literally pennies on the dollar, and you're getting thousands of hours of enjoyment. I can't think of another game aside from maybe Skyrim that can yield you that level of ROI. I know you're looking at all this Arma Reforger news and the greatness that it's doing out there, and rightly so. It's really doing numbers, and the dev team is making incredible strides to deliver another absolute banger of a series entry with Arma 4. The new engine runs incredibly well, and there's all kinds of new things to experience and to love about Reforger and the way forward. But that doesn't mean that Arma 3 is done. There is plenty of gas left in Arma 3's tank. With the mod scene still pumping out incredible mods that change the framework of the game itself or add new experiences we have yet to dip a toe into, I know deep down that Arma 3 will be around for many years to come. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the battlefield.